Hello, learners, and welcome back to another day of learning. Today is Friday. You guys have worked hard all week, and I look forward to ending out our lesson strong so that you guys are able to enjoy your weekend. Today's focus will be multiple meaning words. The essential question is, how do I use context clues to determine the meaning of multiple meaning words? The I can statement is I can determine the meaning of multiple meaning words using context clues. And the I will statement is I will use context clues to determine the meaning of multiple meaning words. So let's take a look at what multiple meaning words means. So words that have more than one definition are called multiple meaning words. So this means a word that means more than one thing. Context clues in the words and sentences that surround a multiple meaning word can often help you decide which meaning the author is using in a story or text. Words with multiple meanings can be confusing for a reader. There are two different types of multiple meaning words we will learn about today. The first one is homophones. So when a word is spelled and pronounced the same way but has more than one definition, it is called a homophone. For example, the word left. I can say, make sure you turn to your left at the end of the road, or she left her keys on the counter. So I notice the word left is used here and it is used here, but there are two different meanings when the word is used. Same spelling, pronounced the same way, different meanings. These words are said the exact same way, but they mean two completely different things. In the first sentence, the word left is giving a direction. In the second sentence, left means that something was forgotten or not taken. So let's look at two more examples. Number one says, press down on the button to enter the building. And number two says, my pillow is made of down and has many feathers. So as you can see, down meaning a direction and down meaning a material or something that is made. So the second type is what we call homographs. So homophones, spelled the same, pronounced the same. Homographs are spelled the same but pronounced differently for different reasons, meaning the way that the word is being used determines how it is pronounced. For example, the word wind. I can say the wind blew very hard outside today, or I need to wind up my mechanical toy so that my sister can play with it. These two words are pronounced very differently and have different meanings as well. So, another example would be the Arizona desert is a fascinating place. The second example would be animals in the wild rarely desert their young. And that means they rarely leave their young. And the desert is talking about a specific place here in the first sentence, the Arizona desert. So let's take a look at the practice that you will be completing today. So I'm going to model completing one of these activities so that you guys know what to do when you complete these on your own. The first one says to read the dictionary entry. So you'll notice that the word float is our entry. There are four meanings of the word float. The word float can be used as a verb and a noun. So there are two definitions for the word used as a verb, and there are two definitions for the word used as a noun. So the first definition says to rest on water or air. The second definition says to move lightly or easily. The third definition says a small floating object attached to the end of a fishing line that holds the line up. And then the fourth definition says a decorated truck or flat platform that forms what part of a parade. So these are the three questions I ask myself when I come across multiple meaning words. One is, how many meanings does the word have? What is the word's part of speech? And what clues help me determine the meaning of the word used in a sentence? So I'm going to take a look at number one. And it says, in the sentence below, which meaning of the word float is used? It says the leaf fell from the tree and floated to the ground. So if the leaf is falling from the tree, that means it is going in a downward direction. So I know that when the the suffix ed is added to a word, it is used as a verb. So I can automatically cross out definitions 3 and 4 because the word is not being used as a noun. It is being used as a verb. So my two definitions say to rest on water or air, or to move lightly or easily. Now I am going to infer that the best answer would be to move lightly or easily because it says the leaf fell from the tree. So the leaf was moving in a direction and it hit the ground. So I'm going to go with answer choice B. So let's look at number 2. It says in the sentence below, which meaning of the word float is used? The fisherman had many floats in his tackle box. So now the S has been added, and that is a suffix, but this time the word floats is referred to as a noun. So I'm going to do the complete opposite. I'm going to eliminate A and B because the word is not being used as a verb in this sentence. So it says the fisherman had many floats in his tackle box. Now, looking at definition 3 and 4, I am going to infer that it has to be definition 3 because it says a small floating object attached to the end of a fishing line that holds the line up. And here it says the fisherman had many floats in his tackle box. So these things were kept in his tackle box, and a fisherman would need them in order to go fishing. So I'm going to go with definition 3, which is C, and I'm going to eliminate D.